Yeah, AC.
Sheesh, that's gonna be rough because both of them are quite used to each other, and I would like to believe that Snake with the Nikita, deadly, devastating for Cloud.
Yeah, very, very devastating for Cloud. But for Carlos, he was doing pretty good. It was just a matter of like Rugal understanding. Okay, this is how I'm gonna force such a character.
Yeah,
like
you could
this.
tell. Yeah, he was adapting to
Yeah.
it.
But also, he was able to just cross. Like the one thing that we see from Sparkle when he uses Cloud is his ability to cross up his opponents and open them up with a back air. And that was something that we see in a Mega Rugal. He is able to cross up his opponents, open them up with back air, but also look to condition them and getting them used to other options, punishing them for going for too aggressive, punishing them from landing. It was a lot of like the way that, okay, if I'm going to lure Kairos off the stage, I want my blade to be here.
Exactly.
Because it means so
yeah,
much.
a lot of conditioning.
My limit crossbow.
Yeah, a lot of conditioning, a lot of learned from experience, of course, because I think Rugal took a little bit too long to understand, or rather to recognize. Look at us, AC just going for it. To recognize his patterns. So I'm a little concerned that if he does the same, or the same happens in this set, I would love to see the momentum that he got from Kairos transition into this game. Actually, he needs it because this matchup on paper is heavily geared towards Snake.
Nice. I like that Rugal looks for the opportunity to actually just jump away from the corner. And it's kind of risky because even then AC could chase down Rugal with a back air, look for a back air, but Rugal knows it is better for me to just jump out of this corner, get around the Snake, and then get around the grenade and we'll take the center stage. That's the name of the game here, is avoid Snake's projectiles as much as possible, and then look the whole center stage. You got Nikita here, but
wow,
that was good too, because
insane.
He knows he's got limit, he's got no other option, he's going to be that deep. I can force it out this way, and I'll get the stock, and I'll let him use over it.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate that Rugal couldn't find the ledge, because otherwise that would have been a way of surviving just a little bit longer. He landed right on the boot of the Super Soldier, so it's unfortunate for him. However, things are still looking quite doable. The percentage is high on Rugal, but it's definitely higher on AC right now. However, with Rage, that stock is gone.
Yeah, I was going to say, that stock is going to be definitely gone. But also the way that AC is kind of been catching Rugal on the landings. We saw, like I said earlier, he's really good at executing his opponents in neutral to force them into options that how he wants to play.
No, and it's putting Omega Rugal in a very difficult situation right now because the deficit is clear, basically a whole stock of a lead, and he's still going with it. Gets a C4 stock. Yeah, basically.
It was good because at this point he can fake out an up tilt, or he gets the good read, gets extra percent, and he puts pressure on Cloud with a C4 being attached to him.
Exactly.
AC is a really good master of just mixing up his opponents on those get-up options here. Double dash attack to put Rugal off the stage. Wow, what a finisher.
Madman. He knew that Omega Rugal was going to take a preemptive or an anxious or a panic option, trying to recover as quickly as possible, jumping from the ledge and getting that bazooka straight to the face. That was absolutely brutal.
Yeah, it's a lot of conditioning that AC had brought to Rugal, just all the way from the beginning too. He was looking to make sure that Rugal had a lot to face.
Right.
In terms of grenades, in terms of putting him off stage. Ace, like I said, Ace is the master of just being able to do something here, but Rugal's going to go ahead and drop the Cloud, pick up the Joker, put a character that can give a character like Snake a run for his money. Alright, well, let's start here on the next game. Alright, Rugal so far. Alright, double up to here from AC here, and he's able to just get enough percent on Rugal. The name of the game here is actually just to make sure that before the R7 is out, there's enough percent to take care of this character, because that's the one thing that a character like Joker benefits from here. It's actually being hit by those grenades and then having the arson as the revenge kill.
Yeah, a lot of people argue, or at least a lot of Joker mains argue, that having an arson is more hindrance than helpful. I think they're absolutely capping. It does change a lot of the dynamics of the character, but still enhances what is already good on Joker. So I think the argument is absolutely
it makes a good move great, makes a great move awesome, and it makes an awesome move broken.
Exactly. It's still a great character. I think it's a sensible swap, a character swap from Rugal, because Cloud did shine a little bit, but against this matchup in particular, I think it's exceptionally hard. So I think he can turn his brain off a little bit, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
With Joker.
And
He
it's
can
not just the
let it
matchup,
rip.
it's just the way that AC plays too.
Right, that's true.
Rugal
That's
is
true.
looking to say, okay, cool, if AC is going to be winning neutral, when I get to neutral, what am I going to have here? And then having a character like Joker, having that ability with Arsene, it'll make things a little bit easier for Rugal here, but AC is no slouch. What a way to just go for that full cross-up after the grab.
And again, things are not too far apart. Like basically, Rugal, was that a double mistake from AC getting punished by his own projectiles, his own grenades, fighting against him? But again, the boot, that up tilt is just absolutely insane. You cannot afford landing onto it because you're getting absolutely skyrocketed. Speed is a factor here that I don't think we've touched so far. The fact that Rugal can just sneak by, like, low profile a lot of things, especially when it comes to taking advantage of the dash attack. Both have great dash attacks, but in this case, Arsene would be really good to deal with the weight that Snake has, how good he is at surviving. But I don't think Rugal is taking advantage of it, and I don't think AC is even letting him. He's just walling him out.
And he knows, the more I get this Arsene timer gone, the easier things will become. Look at where hard things gone.
Exactly.
Alright, that's going to be a rest. I like that patience here from AC. He wanted to see if I get another grab.
The check, right?
Well, yeah, it's the chuck.
Yeah, you said it right. He's just waiting. He's just learning. He's just downloading all the information necessary so in next game, things don't go the same way. He knows, or at least maybe not even the next game, the next grab that he gets, how is he going to react and how is he going to punish? Now, Joker here gets a great opportunity. Rugal could go into the offensive for a little further, but just those high recoveries are so hard to come by.
Yeah, Rugal's back air with Joker has enough percent threshold to knock Snake after Nikita. This is how we see that quickness slowly caught up, and then now there's Arsene activated here. For AC, he has to play this as cautious as possible. A little bit too aggressive here, and he knows what's going to be next. Picks up the grenade after the back throw. Stage control in here. He's looking to set up the whole fortress. C4 in the corner. And unfortunately, from Rugal trying to just hold on to the ledge for dear life, he's going to run out of invincibility.
Yeah, the whole army came out. Every single tool.
And it's so intimidating.
It
You
is.
have two
That's the thing.
napalms, a C4 grenade. Snake is already spacing me. That's like 5. There's only 5 recovery options in the game.
And he covers 6 of them.
Yeah, he covered like 6 of them. So that put Rugal in such a tough spot, but also, like I said, AC just knows I need to run the clock against Arsene. I need to make sure that, you know what, this character is working even harder when he gets Arsene.
Exactly. And now we're going back to Cloud. Maybe Rugal at his last attempt, he is the character that he feels the most comfortable in. Maybe a hard matchup, but ultimately what matters the most is that you trust your main character so you can perform the best. Because yeah, he did well with Joker, but it was just really hard for him to come back. And I think it has to do with the fact that Arsene, that's their argument, right? Arsene changes the recovery, so it makes it easier for Snake to cover every single option there is.
Yeah, because even though you will see the tether come out from Joker, Arsene can still recover and get that initial invincibility, but it's still the fact that he's holding onto the ledge. And always keep a note for those back at home. You do lose ledge invincibility faster the higher percent you are.
Right.
And in this case, AC just knows, I gotta make sure this guy has to fight for 6 options out of the 5. One extra one, he's gonna be suffering here, and that's why we see Rugal back here on the Cloud.
Yeah, that's still pretty even. This is the opportunity. Rugal needs to get something here. He needs to back here, not getting strong enough hit, not enough knockback to take the stock, but he still keeps defending. This is so sad because he knows what he needs to do, but he's struggling so much to get it.
Yeah, and that was good for Rugal, just able to just block out AC off the stage. AC is going to suffer from a cross slash.
Wow.
And Rugal looking to step
Landing
all
on
the
it.
way.
Yeah.
That was so telling after this point.
Yeah.
You have to give AC the credit. He knew that Rugal was going to go for a full jump there. Might as well punish him accordingly.
Yeah, he could have spaced it a little better for sure. Like maybe just out of reach of that leg. Let's be real, it's absolutely insane how far it reaches to begin with, but it's still just a great tool. However, I feel like Rugal learned something, or at least is changing something in his playstyle, because you can tell that he's quite comfortable at this point, and even though his attacks are taking a little longer to get the stocks, they're still being effective at putting the percentage as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Rugal here with the limit. this moment in time here. 127. Rough stuff here. Rugal finally had the right here by AC right behind. There it is. The Nikita. I talked about how AC likes to use it as a trick up his sleeve.
Right.
And you like what an angle too, because his forces movement to still lose it. Sets up the napalm. Look, I like that. Looking for the read for the up tilt too as well.
You have to. You don't want to land on it.
Exactly, because it's kind of well earned at this point, right? The way that AC had just conditioned Rugal to actually just go jump in the corner.
Yes. Yeah, every single time AC is putting it out, Rugal is landing on it. I don't know if it's because of desperation or just great positioning from AC. That's what you don't know, right? That's what we don't see. Only them at the controllers know what's going on at this point. We can only see as bystanders, but the fact that they're connecting so consistently, despite Rugal knowing that it's coming, it just speaks a lot of how well you're positioning yourself, or maybe even what's the word? Conditioning. Yeah, conditioning your opponent. Sorry about that, my brain just farted.
No worries, man. You know what, with all these high matches, it's easy to get a little bit lost in the sauce.
Right. Y un saludo a la bandita de Baja California. Saludos para todos ustedes. El Trainer K, el Midnight, el Bici andaba por ahí. Thank you so much for tuning in. Gracias por estar aquí.
Okay. Well, okay, I was gonna say at this point, so it's because it's that AC just having this really strong lead, winning it over him. Not surprising, just because of like he knows that he's exhausting everything that Rugal would be comfortable with. Landing with forward air, landing with down air, going for that cross slash or cross up back air.
Right.
AC just takes away a lot of the tools that Rugal would be comfortable, and he makes him much more in his favor, such as being able to parry. I think AC is, that's what I said, AC kind of plays like a chess game. He makes sure he's covering every single move, but he also is not afraid to be patient. He's not afraid to watch how you move.
Yeah, because he knows that even if you manage to sneak by every single option, you still got the up tilt. You still got a grab, something to reset the situation. He's done it very multiple times before, and very consistently so.
Yeah.